Good morning. Ira Epstein with your morning flash update. And this update is for the morning of Thursday, the 7th of September, 2023, about 8:17 a.m. Central Time. And as you can see, we have a red market behind us. Market's starting to come down pretty good in the stocks. There's reasons for it. Let me show you part of what that is right now. If you take a look at the weekly job claims, down 13,000. They were looking for it up 2,000. This takes you back to the lows that you were making in January and February of this year. So if you think that the labor market is through and we get these wobbles in it, that I agree with, but it's not through. And it's not just one where, oh, we've turned the corner and now you're seeing the claims go up. Not going to be the case. Continuing claims down 40,000. I don't think the market was looking for anything like that. So these are numbers that show how strong the economy is. It absolutely takes you away from the hard landing idea if a recession even hits. Then we get to second quarter 2023, and the key word here is revised non-payroll productivity. It was up 3.5%. That's a little better than the market thought. The prelim report, though, was 3.7, so that's down from that part. The non-farm labor costs were up 2.2%. They expected at 1.9. The prelim was 1.6. Labor costs did jump, and no way to get away from that. We get the energy analyst with the EIA natural gas storage. That comes out at 9:30. 6, you heard me, 6 Fed officials speak today. So we're going to get a pretty good idea because today's the 7th. In 2 weeks, we're basically at the FOMC decision policy. What are they saying? What kind of votes do you think we can line up from that? And we get the petroleum stocks today around 10 o'clock. Remember, it normally comes out on Wednesday, but with the Labor Day holiday, all that got thrown back. Gold market is trying to make a stand at, I think, the 1945 area. Silver, though, continues on its way down. And boy, if you go to my end of the day report and you've been paying attention to the gold-silver ratio and the 18-day average, this thing has just been calling this over and over. In the copper market, big jump in LME stocks. Where did they come from? And that's what's weighing on this market right now. And I'm not surprised at platinum. I told you you had gone up to key moving averages, the 100, the 200, the Bollinger Band, and it got thrown back pretty hard. It's time possibly to move to the right-hand side of the Bollinger Band. You've been over them about 3 days in both the Brent and the WTI. I can see that pulling back. Stability in bonds and notes, not going much of anywhere right now. Same in the grain market. Cotton down a little bit more than I thought it was going to go. The hot weather not hurting it, and Texas has been burning up. I think you realize that. Last, the big story with the dollar strength. And it's interesting that gold can withstand that today because these are going up for new highs on this move against it. And most currencies down. Now, there's threats that in Japan, we're going to see intervention. In the yuan, if you take a look at that, you're at new highs on the move, both offshore and onshore, 7.329 or something. Those are big numbers. And again, China's just sitting back and letting it all happen. Remember, the G20 is about to take place without China or Russia attending. So that's an interesting farce in itself because what can the others accomplish without those two there? And obviously, Russia's persona non grata at this time. Want to remind you that we have a lot of free offers for you. One of them I think you should take advantage of happens to do with our price counts. And if you come over here for daily price counts tell you where a market might go after a trend is set in. Does not predict the trend, but once it gets going, high percentages, and I use the word high percentages, of where the market may go for a first, a second, and a third stop. The first objective is the highest percentage of all, and the others take you there with it. Do I use it? Absolutely. Do I get these reports every week? Yep. Do I ask sometimes for updates during the week? I do. And I go to them, and they're in our QT Center. You can learn how to do this. You can get them. We have the software that helps you work with it. You won't find this in other charting services. It is unique to our QT software. How do you get all that? Go to our website, iraepstein.com. At that, go to free offers or move your cursor right up here, give it a click, and sign up for the other offers at that point in time. I'm Ira. I'll catch up with you at the end of the day with our market review. Trade well.